Good morning, YouTube. This is Mini Prepper. Those tomatoes right there are Husky Dwarfs, and the tomato plants have started to bear ripe fruit. So I wanted to give you guys an update this morning. We are still doing a quarantine here at the house, although my little house guests have left. They were with us for about 2 months, and we missed them terribly. But it's time to get back to life is normal around here because, we're not spring chickens anymore, and they are pretty intensely energetic. So it's nice to sleep a little bit later in the morning, although right now my internal clock is still adjusted to kid time. So I'm going to show you the tomato plants. I haven't done hardly anything to these plants since the beginning. When I put them in, they were maybe 2 or 3 inches tall. My roses up here have stopped producing. It's probably too hot for them in Texas right now. But look how beautiful these blue cone flowers are. These reseeded themselves, evidently. So this is probably a perennial here in Texas, and I'm just going to leave this up here. This takes full sun, which it gets. Then later on during the summer, I'm really going to have to water this pretty intensely in this position, so I might just move this planter box. Now, these are 2 of the Husky Dwarfs I planted in grow bags. And what I did was just kind of stake them and attach them with the zip ties to the railing. And they're doing very well. This one actually was much bushier than this. These are determinates. So they will grow to a certain point and then they'll give out. But anyway, I have pulled a lot of little tomatoes off these bushes. As you can see down in here, maybe we've got little clusters, but a whole big branch of this plant came off right here during a rainstorm the other day. So all of that good growth energy will go into this section of the plant. Now, this is about maybe almost a chest high on me, a little bit below that. That one's a little bit lower. But let me show you the one that I put as a co-plant with my plumeria over here. And this is wild because this doesn't even get rainwater. This plant is almost as tall as me. See, it's still blossoming up here. That means it'll make more fruit. We've got fruit coming out right here, and I could probably pull away those little low suckers down there. And this is in contrast to my modified rain gutter grow system, which let me go over here and show you guys. Yeah, it's bright. So down here are the plants, pepper plants and tomato plants, and they're not really doing as well as the plants up here, even though I have them in gallon bags, or maybe those are in 1 gallon bags. Yeah, I didn't transplant those to 5 gallon bags. This is a potato plant, and because I can get all the potatoes I want, I'm just growing this just as an experiment to see how big this will get in this bag. Yeah, so anyway, it's a beautiful day out here. Gorgeous day. Caught a catfish already. Couldn't get the hook out of its mouth completely, so I don't like to hurt animals, so we're thinking about getting a de-hooker device so that the catfish and another turtle that we caught yesterday, we don't hurt them permanently. And I can eat catfish and I can eat turtles, but I don't need to. I'm making teriyaki steak right now in the crock pot. Still able to get delivery, and we're thinking about getting a freezer for the future because I think we'll have a little window of time here when people are suffering from plague fatigue, where we'll be able to go out and about and things will be open and people will be acting, quote, normally, except for us, because the new normal for us, being over 60, is to go shop early in the morning for whatever we need or have it delivered or pick it up curbside. And I just want to say I'm probably going to make another video on this, but people have made quarantine into a partisan issue when it really shouldn't be. I think that people need to take responsibility for themselves, and that I think it's wise and courteous to stay at more than arm's length from people, but just I like to do that anyway, and I think most preppers do. Most preppers don't like people up in their faces. They try to stay out of other people's faces. So a little common sense, exercise a little restraint. I think we'll all get through this thing okay. But it's not a conservative liberal issue. It's an issue of whether or not you want to be around for your grandkids when they get to be 15, 16, graduating from high school, graduating from college. I do. So I'm going to try to be careful. And the fish agrees with me. Y'all have a great day. This is Mini Prepper. I'm out.